She's done some amazing services for a very, very long time. And obviously very long association with Guru Maharaj. So Pranam Maharaj, please.
Thank you. Jai Gopal Krishna Maharaj. I met Gopal Krishna Maharaj 52 years ago. I was just a kid. So was he really. And but I always knew him through the years. I always kind of felt that he was a well-wisher and a brother. Even in the last many years, whenever he'd see me in my poor here or there, he'd say, "Praharna, how are you? How's Abhicharan?" He'd always ask about my son. He seemed to forget about my daughters. But he didn't know them that well. He only knew my son in those days. Yeah, I really appreciated him. I always felt like I had someone I could go to with my Iskcon work who would be a real, like Maharaj said, Prabhupada man, who would see things very clearly, would not get swayed at all by politics or by pressures of so many things. He always just thought, what did Prabhupada want? And he advocated for those things tirelessly. Whenever we had any problems in Canada, he was always available. You could phone him anytime. And he was glad to help. Yeah, so I feel like I've lost a big brother. However, I could see that his body was giving him a lot of trouble. And I don't know, Prabhupada has this habit of bringing his best people back to him to do some more work somewhere else. I think that's what happens. And he probably just said, okay, these people can carry on without you. Now come on, I need you. I don't know, I think that happens before you go back to God. Honestly, Gopal Krishna Maharaj is just a real preacher, a real fighter, a real Prabhupada man. At any rate, I will miss him. I always felt like he was a steady hand in Iskcon, that he always looked for Prabhupada's solution, and in the books, and in the Shastra. He never got swayed by anything. And in fact, I don't know if you've seen his will. There's just a few passages I wanted to read because I was very grateful from the work I've been doing in Iskcon for many years. I was very grateful for these statements that he put in his will, and it reflects what kind of mindset he had and what his service was all about, which was all about serving. I have always been loyal to the governing body of Iskcon and teachings of Srila Prabhupada as reflected in his books. I would like all my disciples to follow the GBC body. I have never taken one step out of Iskcon. I have desired to render services to Iskcon and have not run here and there looking for an easy way. My desire for all my disciples is to cooperate among themselves and Iskcon authority forever. Yeah, he always had that strong stance, and he always, in his gentle, sweet, kind way, promoted Iskcon and the GBC and Srila Prabhupada, which is what this is all about. And it's what we have a danger of losing if all the disciples and God brothers and God sisters don't take up his challenge and do this and stay loyal. Even though there's problems, try to fix them. Don't run here and there, as he says. So anyway, yeah, he was a real warrior for Iskcon. And he even backed very strongly women gurus in Iskcon against so much adversity in India. He just said, no, this is what Prabhupada wanted. You can't tell me anything else, and I will never say that it's wrong. That's him. Like, the pressures were enormous for him not to say that. But he always stuck to Prabhupada's agenda, and he always thought about how to spread Krishna consciousness all over the world, including the West, where there was going to be unity in diversity. Some different things from other parts of the world, somehow they were to spread Krishna consciousness. So anyway, I know when Prabhupada left, we felt like it was the end of the world, like nothing's going to last. We're all going to be finished. This whole thing is done. But you know, I know you feel like that as his disciples. You feel very bereft. You feel like you can't go on. You feel like it's over. You feel like nothing can be the same as it ever was. But over the years, I've realized that Prabhupada's not gone. He is directing us through his senior people and through so many ways. And Gopal Krishna Maharaj will never leave you either. He'll always be your guru. And I know he's so kind and devoted, and he's the servant above all other things. And you can always feel in your heart that he's there guiding you and loving you. Please never forget that. So all glories to Gopal Krishna Maharaj.
Thank you very much. We now have Aarti. After Aarti, please come back and take a seat, and we'll continue with the conference. Thank you.